My decision to enter was difficult. Doctors insisted I needed daily care. My old home felt too large now. Managing alone became a constant struggle. I believed this nursing home would help. A place for healing, for gentle support. Rest was promised on its shiny pages. Peace was what my tired soul expected. The brochure showed such smiling faces. Bright, sunny rooms were clearly depicted. Lush gardens seemed to bloom endlessly there. Activities for residents appeared plentiful. It promised a vibrant, welcoming community, a place to truly thrive, not just exist. I studied every single glossy page. Hope grew stronger with each perfect image. The guided tour was carefully managed. Everything we saw looked spotlessly clean. Staff members seemed attentive that one day. They answered all our anxious questions calmly. My worried family felt somewhat reassured. I desperately wanted to believe it all. This particular place felt right back then. A safe harbor, or so I truly thought. I packed my few essential bags slowly. Each small item held a precious memory. Leaving my familiar home was so hard, but I was determined to be optimistic. This was meant to be a new beginning, a necessary positive step for my health. I clutched that fragile hope very tightly. It felt so delicate, yet somehow real. My new room felt surprisingly small. It did not match the pictures I saw. The promised pleasant view was just a wall. A faint lingering chemical scent persisted. Not unpleasant, but distinctly institutional. The official welcome felt quite rushed. Less personal than I had truly hoped for. I tried my best to settle in quickly. Staff members were always seen hurrying. Their polite smiles seemed fleeting these days. Call bells often rang on unanswered. Long, mournful echoes down the hallway. I first noticed this happening to others. Then, inevitably, it happened to me. Help, when requested, was slow to arrive. Waiting became a common, anxious pastime. The promised daily activities rarely occurred. Staff shortage today, they would often say. The large common room stayed mostly empty. Residents often sat alone in their rooms. The vibrant community was just a myth. Deep silence was often the loudest sound. A chilling loneliness began to creep in. It settled heavily within my heart. Meals became a stark, daily reality, often served lukewarm, sometimes quite cold. The prepared food was bland, unappetizing, not the nutritious meals my body needed. Portion sizes also seemed rather small. I gradually started to lose some weight. A gnawing hunger became a familiar ache. This was not the care I anticipated. One difficult night, I needed urgent help. Immediate help to reach the bathroom. I pressed the worn call button firmly. Again and again I pressed it anxiously. No one came for such a long time. Hot humiliation burned deep inside me. My personal dignity felt stripped away. Silent tears welled up in my tired eyes. Medications became a constant daily worry. Sometimes they arrived alarmingly late. Other times utter confusion seemed to reign. Was this actually my pill, or hers? I saw genuine fear in other residents' eyes, their quiet, desperate pleas often ignored. We felt like mere tasks on a list, not like people who were needing care. My dear neighbor, gentle Mrs. Ellis. She unfortunately developed a painful bedsore. It visibly grew worse with each passing day. Her soft, pained moans filled the quiet nights. Staff members said they were trying their best. Their supposed efforts felt so very slight. Her immense suffering was hard to witness. It cast a dark shadow over all of us. My own physical health began to suffer. I grew noticeably weaker day by day. Sleep offered very little true escape. Constant anxiety became my unwelcome companion. The profound lack of care was physical. It also effectively crushed my weary spirit. I felt myself fading away very slowly. This was clearly not a place of healing. The emotional toll was incredibly heavy. I felt completely invisible most of the days, like an old piece of forgotten furniture. The initial hope I brought had vanished, replaced by a deep, bitter disappointment, and a quiet, constantly gnawing fear. My small world had shrunk so very much. My own voice felt utterly lost in there. At my own home I had struggled, but at least I had my independence, my own private space, my own daily rules. Here I tragically lost all that control. Basic dignity was not a standard provision. It felt like a forgotten, ancient word. This was far worse than just being alone. It was profound loneliness with many witnesses. My family finally saw the sad change. They saw the bright light dim within me. They fought very hard to get me out. Leaving that place was an immense relief, a painful, slow, and difficult escape. My entire view of such places changed. It is now unfortunately forever scarred. My fragile trust was broken there completely. To other families I must say this: look carefully beyond the polished surface. Ask all the very hard, direct questions. Visit your loved ones often, at odd times. Be a truly relentless, vocal advocate, for your cherished loved ones or for yourself. Do not blindly believe every single promise. Your own gut feeling always matters most.